Merry meet Pisces, Pisces sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Pisces. It's starting today, the 27th of April, 2024. This is Ariel, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Shirley, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you so much, Pisces and friends of Pisces, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. I am today reading with this Keymaster Tarot, and I've already purified with this lovely verbena by Monotheme. You can find the links to purchase those products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching on a restream on YouTube and you don't feel like watching me shuffle, just use the timestamps right in the video description. Get you right to the reading. But for the rest of y'all, here we go with our shuffles. This is such a lovely deck to shuffle, by the way. I like the deck itself a lot. It's a wonderful deck, but my favorite aspect of the deck is how it shuffles. It's just, I don't know what they did to it, but this cardstock is probably up there with my top 5 of all time decks to shuffle. Thanks for sharing, Ariel. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch us on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. If this doesn't seem like it's applying to you, remember that it does go out to a lot of Pisces, so it may just not be meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, or remember that we have a general reading for all signs every single day except for Monday. You can find the most recent of all the tarot readings right in the video, right on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu and get right to all of those. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga, or if you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation and staying right on the platform. We do appreciate your support. Pisces, we appreciate you being here today. Thanks for taking some time out to be with me. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to give you the best reading I possibly can. So let's give this deck a nice clean cut and see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Pisces. All right, we've got the Pope card, or the Hierophant, the King of Cups, or Hearts, and here's the 4 of Clubs, or Wands. All right. Well, there's been some authority kind of stuff going on, maybe where you're, you might have been feeling powerless or having to, I don't know, maybe flex your power more than you feel like that you wanted to. So coming into some sort of possible conflict with what seemed at least to be an authority figure. We'll open that up and find out more about it soon. But it seems like it's really fine. It just seems like whatever you did about that, it seems like it was the right thing to do about that, because you are in your power now. And your power isn't always necessarily power over a situation. It's power from within. And a lot of that, when you have that power from within that's represented by this King of Cups, you're almost immune to, well, not almost, but very frequently you're immune to needing to come up against and fight and flex your muscles and all of that. A lot of times just the power that you have exuding from you, Pisces, is enough to dissolve a lot of that stuff. And that even includes this whole David and Goliath scene that seems to have been taking place and transpiring. It seems like you didn't really need to do much except for be your glorious self, and it sort of is taking care of itself if it hasn't already. Like I said, we'll open that up and find out more. Okay, we've got this 4 of Wands, which means that it's really time for you to focus on getting some things finished. There's some unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. There's some loose ends that you probably already know what I'm talking about. that need to be taken care of. Now, if that's not the case for you, then there are there's some disorder that needs to be cleaned up and some disarray, especially if it in your workspace or in your creative places, whatever represents where you do your work in the world. There needs to be some cleanup and some order and some organization. And the reason why this is so important that you finish those unfinished tasks and or clean up your workspace is because you need to be ready for the expansion that's coming. And you've poised yourself with all of this wonderful work you've done to be ready for some expansion in your work and success in your work. But you've got some groundwork that still needs to be laid. And a lot of that has to do with making sure what we just said, that there are not a lot of unfinished tasks and loose ends, and that there is order in the place where you do your work. All right, let's see here. We've got, King of Wands. So 2 kings. You're in your power temperance, lots of healing, wonderful. And the 5 of coins. Okay, let's get in with the 5 of coins first, because the 5 of coins is usually financial conflict. And the financial conflict doesn't look like it's a bad thing. It just looks like it might be a temporary, scary thing for you. And it's one of the reasons why you may avoid doing some of this work that I'm talking about, cleaning up your space and tying up some loose ends, because you feel like, no, I've got to deal with the money thing first. No, the money thing first. And it's saying, no, don't do that. Take care of the workplace first and the finishing unfinished tasks, and it will take care of the money for you. Don't get that turned around. Well, as soon as I get my money together, then I'll get my workspace together. Then I'll finish these tasks. Then I'll get my work in order. It's saying, no, get your work in order and the money is going to be taken care of. Okay. So, and the other thing that's going to take care of these money fears that some of you are going through right now is this King of Cups that you're in. It's the same thing that sort of killed Goliath. Whatever that was, is going to fix this financial fear that you have. So it's your spiritual center that fixes the financial fear, because you in your spiritual center are poised to receive the healing that is indicated by this Temperance card. That healing from that angelic elixir, from that beautiful potion coming into you. So cleaning out your mind, cleaning out your aura, cleaning out your intentions, and definitely cleaning out anything that is standing in the way from you having the financial abundance and prosperity that you desire and deserve. So that's the way to deal with your fears with money, is to call upon that higher power within you to heal you and to get busy in your work, not necessarily figuring out the money thing. Because what happens sometimes is, if we've got a money fear, we think, well, I got to take care of that. And we come up with these ideas for, making more money or paying things differently or whatever it is. We get all these ideas. We come up with all of these schemes in our mind that seem like a good idea, that really only either delay the prosperity, delay the resolution of the problem, or dig ourselves into the problem even further. So just to understand that, just realize that you trying to deal directly with the money worries that you might be having right now it seems like that's the responsible thing to do, but it's not. The responsible thing to do is first to call on that spiritual power to heal you, and then to get busy finishing the things that need to be finished in your work, and getting things in order, and really focusing on your work, because that's where Jupiter comes, is through your work. And when Jupiter comes, money comes. If you focus on the money, not the work, then directly, then all you get is conflict. All you get is this 5. All you get is this Mars. right? So Mars and Jupiter work really, really well together. They really do. They are on opposite sides of the tree of life. They work as a partnership all the time. This is the merciful part of the law, and this is the severe part of the law. So this is where the law is developed, and this is where the law is executed. You don't want to be dealing with where the law is executed. You want to be dealing where the law is merciful. The karmic law is merciful, because that's where that's where your power is anyway, because you're Pisces and your old ruler. I know that we say your ruler is Neptune, but your original ruler is Jupiter, and Jupiter is the sphere. Jupiter is showing up where your work is, not where your money is. But the money comes out of the work. That makes practical sense anyway, but I hope I'm making sense to you, that it's all about the work. It's all about order. It's all about finishing unfinished tasks, not about what do I do about the money? What do I do about the money? The money's taking care of itself. It's going to be fine. Okay, so as far as this Pope card, I think a lot of what happens is, because you're so good at what you do, and these two cards here, this King of Wands and the Four of Wands, are very related to you. Because you're so good at what you do, sometimes you take yourself for granted. Because you're so good at what you do, you forget that you're operating on a real high level in certain ways, in as far as your work in the world and some of the skills that you have and the things that you can do, and you forget how good you are. It's not arrogant to remember that. It's actually kind of nice, because then you start to know your own strength. Because sometimes if you forget how good you are at something, you don't know your own strength, and you do let yourself be taken advantage of. Or you forget that you already know what to do, because you're so good at it, and you forget, and you just assume you're like everybody else in certain ways, that you're not like everybody else. You're farther ahead than everybody else in certain things, and that's not arrogant to realize that. It's actually practical to realize that. You just worked harder in a lot of ways than other people did, and you've gotten really good at certain things than other people have, and forgetting that doesn't serve you. You need to lean into it. So lean into your talents, and that's what's going to fix this financial thing, is all your talents. And also, it's going to keep you from feeling like you're taken advantage of. Because once you emerge as the King of Wands, because that's who you are in this sense, as far as your work is concerned, you're protected. You're protected because nobody can really stand up against you, because you're so good at what you do. There's no question, right? But if you forget that, then you're sort of operating on the wrong level. Now, the real important thing to remember today is that there's two trump cards here. So there's two possible meditations for you, Pisces. One is this Healing with the Angelic Elixir meditation that's for the Temperance card. I would get to that if you have time today or this week, just to really feel like you're getting all the support you need. So that you can get all of this stuff healed, so you don't feel like you have to go out and do stuff that you don't really need to do. You can get back to work. The other one is this Hierophant card, and even though this is in your past, you might want to look at this one. This one is called something with the thing and the stuff with people. What is it? Oh yeah, it's called Overcoming Feelings of Powerlessness. Overcoming Feelings of Powerlessness. This is a good one for you, because if you can overcome those feelings of powerlessness, you'll recognize, oh yeah, I'm really good at stuff. I know what to do. It's easy. What was I doing? I forgot. I forgot how amazing I am. I forgot how smart I am. I forgot that I can do this in my sleep. What was I thinking? Right? And then you get back to work, and you don't have to worry about the money, because the money's taken care of. Hopefully all that made sense. You're doing great. You really are something. You've got this spiritual mastery and this work mastery going on, and you just remember who you are, Pisces. You're pretty powerful. All right, we will be back in 2 weeks for another reading with you, Pisces. Thank you to the amazing moderators Shirley and Dre, and we will see you in 2 weeks, Pisces. You're doing great. Blessed be.